Hello everyone, my name is Ricardo Robles and I want to start off by giving you some facts. This is a chart and it's a percentage of past year prevalence to all mental disorders in different countries around the world. As we can see, the US is hovering a little over 17%, almost at 18%. Now, in any given year, about 5% to 7% of adults develop serious mental illness. A similar percentage happens to children, about 5 to 9% more or less. In total, that's 51 million Americans that experience diagnosable mental disorders, according to the Department of Health and Human Services. Now, the Surgeon General describes mental disorders as health conditions that are characterized by alterations in thinking, mood, or behavior, or some combination thereof, associated with distress or impaired functioning. A little more facts are from the Department of Health and Human Services. Between 1996 and 2001, the average annual increase for mental health spending was 4.7% compared to 6.4% for generic healthcare. The reason I am telling you all these facts and giving you all these numbers is basically mental health is far behind in funds availability as well as supply compared to generic health. And when I mean generic health, it's physical health. Now, do you know anyone who's suffering from mental illness? I do. And it's not anything to play around with, nothing fun. And personally, I know with my personal insurance, I have a total of 8 visits to see a behavior specialist. After that, there's a red tape that you have to deal with, as in, if it was personally me that had the issue, I would have to be a threat to myself or a family member for me to get extended visits. I think that's unfair, and that's a lot of red tape. Now, I want to show you this image, and there's a couple of words or phrases that might come to your head as soon as you've seen this. For me, it was basically a brain, gun, violence. Well, there was a lot of reports in the news that the shooting in Sandy Hook was attributed to mental health. The same thing as the Aurora shooting. Now, I understand the surviving suspect should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law, but sometimes I ask myself, do these people have access to health clinics, or was it affordable? Have they received help that committed them from committing these crimes? These are questions that I ask you and that I ask myself every day. Now, it's not only crime that we can relate mental health with. It is also relevant in your everyday life. There's a statistic from the United States Health Service that says, in the workplace, several studies have consistently found that workers who report symptoms of mental disorders have higher absenteeism and lower earnings than otherwise similar coworkers. And the common thread is depression. And these individuals walk about you every day and no one even notices. Now, everything I've said is kind of negative and kind of blaming the government or the resources we have for not spending on mental health. However, over the last few years, there has been drastic changes. The government passed the Mental Health Parity Act. And what that means is insurances, they want a parity between mental health and physical health. So they want to close the gap in spending. So let's say, an example, there's $10 allocated for physical illness. They want the same $10 also allocated for mental health. Now, the key points in the Mental Health Parity Act is requiring mental health parity, combating the mental health stigma, ensuring the supply of mental health services and providers, and overall improving mental health as it relates to schools. Now, hopefully I convinced you that mental health requires more attention in everybody's lives. Conclusion: if you are concerned about mental health or any illness, or know someone that is involved in that can benefit from this information, you can look up information on the Mental Health Parity Act. I have listed it in my sources as www.dol.gov/EBSA/mental health parity. And there are some FAQs as well as where to get help. There's also links to direct emails to your senator by your state if it's something that you want to donate or that you want more action. And I'll just summarize. We need better funding for our mental health and research. We need better access to mental facilities. We need more affordable mental health care. Now, I am not forcing you to do anything, and I know it sounds repetitious. What I'm trying to do is enlighten you into the red tape that is affecting millions of Americans every day. Thank you.